Do we consume toxic ingredients every day? Are soaps toxic, and can it affect us negatively? Soaps have been used for almost thousands of years, since the ancient Egyptians and early Romans. Soaps have been used to clean clothes, dishes, and our own body. Washing our own body and having clean and well hygiene was a common practice to people for hundreds of years, and there is nothing more satisfying than having your body be clean and smooth right before when you go to work. Soaps and detergents are widely used in everyday life for several important reasons like cleaning, hygiene, convenience, and philanthropy, making them popular products for everyone. Soap has a long history, dating back thousands of years. The exact origins of soap are not definitely known, but it is believed to have been discovered independently by various ancient civilizations. The earliest recorded evidence of soap-like substances dates back to ancient civilizations such as the Babylonians and Egyptians. These early soaps were likely accidental discoveries rather than intentionally manufactured products. Bathing in the early ages of civilizations has been a common practice among all the social classes, and even peasants were able to access it by either making it themselves or just buying them from sellers. Bathing at the time was not quite the same experience that we have today, as it had very different smells and textures. With the invention of soap, people were able to fight off skin diseases and be used to prevent such things as well. Soaps was used by ancient Egyptians, Greeks primarily for personal hygiene and laundry, much like it was used by other ancient civilizations. Also, the ancient Greeks had their own methods and variations of soap. The ancient Greeks used soap to clean their clothes by rubbing them together and rinsing them in water. These methods have been used for thousands of years until this day. Because of overwhelming popularity of soap, many great thinkers and doers were able to start their own soap making business. Ancient soap making involved boiling fats or oils with ashes, which contained natural alkali. The results mixture would undergo saponification, turning it into soap. The recipe and production methods of soap evolved over time as different civilizations refined their techniques and ingredients. The Arabs, for instance, we used olive oil with lye ashes with their soaps. The connection between the plague and the use of soap lies in the role of hygiene, sanitization, and preventing the spread of infectious diseases, including the bubonic plague, which is one of the most infamous pandemics. In the late 1900s, many American factories have started to use SLS after World War II, as it was used as an engine degreaser, and because the chemical was corrosive enough, it was able to remove tough spots and soot. Many American businesses have adopted the mix of SLS with classic house detergents to help wash off the hard stains on clothes, dishes, and even our body. The use of SLS have helped us with many things like scrubbing clothes and dishes that took a lot of time, and with new upgraded soap, time was not that much of a problem for us. Sodium lauryl sulfate is made out of lauryl alcohol. Sulfuric acid has sodium carbonate.
Sodium lauryl sulfate is the more famous one, and it has a bad reputation, which has now spread to other sulfates. It has a narrow structure, and that means it can potentially absorb into skin more easily and keep irritating for longer. If SLS is in a formula on its own in a high concentration, then it'll probably be quite irritating, and this is one of the big reasons why it has this irritant reputation. A lot of the time in peer-reviewed studies and in dermatology patch testing, SLS is used by itself to make sure it is the specific ingredient that someone is reacting to.
Dishwashing liquids, detergents, have been cause of many problems like skin and eye irritations, and even in some cases have caused stomach pains and eczema. With SLS becoming a toxic problem in our own very houses, the use of it can affect us in many different ways. Essential Insights into the Mind of the Market states that only 5% of consumer purchasing and decision making is deliberate. Then, even when the product contains substances that are hazardous to the human body, the remaining 95% of consumers still use it. Therefore, it is evident that removing products that consumers are already accustomed to and that have had monopoly on the market for many years. Yes, I suggest that we should stop or minimize the use of products containing SLS and face the more eco-friendly side, as it is more friendly to the environment and does not harm us in the same ways that SLS does.